This is a shootout video between the brand new Helix Agoura amplifier, Soldano SLO 100, and the one from the old Helix. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, how's this idiot managed to get a hold of a stadium and then do a comparison in an A/B shootout before the thing's even released? Well, if you've subscribed to the channel, and if you haven't, please do. But I did this once before when the first examples were released. And what I did was, and this is what I've done again, what I did was I took the audio from the Line 6 video, downloaded it, chopped it up into 4-bar chunks, popped it into my DAW, and then played a little bit of that, and then a little bit of mine, and a little bit of that, and a little bit of mine. Well, that's exactly what I've done again. And the results are really, really interesting. Now, normally I don't like to draw conclusions, but I will give some opinions at the end. But let's have a look in the meantime at exactly what you're going to hear. I'll show you the settings from the Line 6 video and then the settings that I've got in my Helix. So let's have a look at the signal chain. It's actually, looking at the video as far as I can gather, very, very simple. It seems to be that it's just an amp, a cab, a delay and a reverb. Now, I'm not sure which way around the delay and the reverb are. I've just put them in the order they appear in the video. Best I can do. So, let's have a look at the settings. As far as the amp is concerned, we're arranging things slightly different in the new version in the Stadium because it's an amp with channels. So, looking at this one, it's channel overdrive, normal mode crunch, not sure quite what that means, but I'm using the SLO 100 lead from the Helix, and it seems to be the one that is about the closest. Well, very much the closest. You can see there, drive 5.6, bass at 4, mid at 5, treble at 4.4, presence, well, we can't see the presence here, but I've just winged it and got it to 2.6, which seems about right. Master is at 4.6, and then the level is just actually the level of the model. So that doesn't make much difference. Now, as far as things like sag, hum, ripple, blah, blah, blah are concerned, we can't see them, so I've just left them absolutely flat at 5. Looking at the cab, we have a 4x12 greenback, only a single cab this time, no dual cab, no dual mic, none of that business. So we've got, you can see there, to 57, mic 57, and I've got the same thing, a 57 dynamic, position 5, distance 1 inch, yep, angle is 0 degrees, low cut is off at 0, high cut is at 7.1. You can see that's exactly the same there. Then we'll have a look at delays. It's just a simple delay. I can't get over how much cooler and nicer it all looks in the new version compared to this. It looks so old, man. So anyway, right, let's have a look at it. Time is set to 1/4, then feedback at 40%, mix 26%, level 0 dB, and then the scale is at 100%, so you can see that's exactly the same, and trails on or off doesn't make any difference because we're not changing presets. Let's have a look at the reverb. Okay, we're using the dynamic hall reverb, and we can see the decay is 1.1, pre-delay 200, room size 10 meters, damping is at 5.9, mix 38%. Now, this one I did have to tweak a little bit because the mix on this just seemed to be so overwhelming that I did need to pull it back a little bit just to make it sound sensible. So I've pulled the mix back to 27%. Okay, motion 2.7, low frequencies, well, that's at 100 hertz. Everything else I can't see, so I've just left it alone really. So that's what you're going to hear. Hopefully there's nothing else going on with Line 6. There's nothing else on mine. I'll show you, hang on. So this is the session in my DAW. The top line there is the one that I've ripped from YouTube. And then in this track here, on this lane, that's my recordings. And you can see there on the inserts, there are no inserts in there at all. There's nothing on anything. All I've done is some little manual crossfades there to make the transitions a little bit smoother. That's it, nothing else. Right, we're going to have a listen now. I want you to bear in mind, though, before you do, that what you're listening to is from Stadium. You listen to a YouTube rip, that's been dropped into Cubase and then re-uploaded to YouTube. So it's got, if you like, YouTube deterioration on it twice. What you're hearing from mine has only got that on once. Now, you might not think it makes a big difference, but I'm sitting here listening to what I record, and then I listen to it when it's uploaded on YouTube, and trust me, there is quite a difference. So it's happening twice to the line 6 stuff, and then it's only happening once to my stuff. That means it sounds better in real life than what you're hearing. It means that the stuff that you're hearing from me sounds one step better, or one YouTube step better, and the line 6 stuff, the stadium stuff, sounds 2 steps or 2 YouTube steps better. That's the first thing to bear in mind. Then when it comes to the backed off section, all I'm doing is turning down my volume pot, which I assume is what's happening in the video, but volume pots are different, treble bleeds are different, and I'm only winging it as to where it is because that's all I can do. The guitar's different, the pickups are different, so there's quite a lot of moving parts. But you know what? All in all, I'm quite pleased with the results, and I think you will hear a difference in the Helix and the Stadium, especially if you're on good speakers and if you turn it up properly. Okay? Right, here it is. Let's have a listen. So there it is. I'm really interested to know in the comments what you think. What I'm really excited about is hearing the thing, not just through my studio monitors here, but I want to hear it at a gig through my PA system, just to see it fill the room. My first impressions of the difference are depth, detail, and depth. Tell me what you think. I'd love to know. Don't forget, if you haven't liked and subscribed, then, click the link below. You know what to do. And I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.